If you think why does it feel like I'm running out of breath? Because I don't know, maybe it's a mental thing. It's like the world is just crushing me to a ball. But that's on me. So yeah, let's get back to the game. If you're gonna ask me why the music is kind of low or way lower than it was before, this is for my ears. And to get it out of the way, welcome back, and please subscribe, like, comment, you know the drill. Let's go back to the game. Aren't you too old to bicker like that? I can't remember as well. I think, yeah, Marina is like picking fun of her two sisters, Ayu and Cosmos. Am I correct? I think. Oh, you know a lot about being old. Damn. Wouldn't you, Marina? Huh. Well, that's got a sting. You might call yourself a sophisticated lady, but that's just a nice way of saying you're past it. Past it? Why, I never. And as for you, Cosmos? I don't want you mentioning Shizuru around me. She's as good as dead to me. Sure, her latest single might have sold a little more than mine, but that doesn't mean anything. She has an unfair advantage. She debuted 15 years ago, then fell off the face of the planet. How could I have known she'd release a brand new single after all this time, a day before my newest release? Of course, all her old fans ate it up, old being the operative word. Shizuru's in her mid-30s now. She's even older than Marina. She has no business being an idol. She ought to be ashamed of herself. I'm not old. How dare you? Well, not gonna lie, Marina is a total MILF. Once again, I'm really sorry that Sleepy right now is not giving enough energy. Cause right now, I don't know. I just you know that feeling at your chest, like it's like being crushed by something, an invisible force. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Maybe something in my mind has been triggered. I'm having a panic attack. I don't know. I'll try to keep on going. Hey. Hazel observes a carnage, an impartial observer. Or once, and laughs, elbowing me in the ribs. She then says in a conspiratorial tone, "There's not a dull moment when you're surrounded by a harem of loving succubi, huh?" Oh yes, it's all fun and games. Ayu? Until Marina scalps Ayu while Ayu chokes Cosmos, I suppose. I sigh. At least Ayu won't be accompanying me on my upcoming trip to Astoria. That's something to be grateful for. I do like her. Her indigence can be kind of adorable when it's not so incendiary. But her temper's as volatile as a volcano or as crypto. Spending too much time with her can be exhausting. In Astoria, however, I should be able to kick back and relax. I can hardly wait. First, however, it'd be nice if I could have a talk with Hifumi to confirm the particulars of our upcoming trip. Maybe after I've torn Ayu away from Cosmos. Our residential cat girl is starting to look alarmingly blue in the face, and I'm not just talking about her hair. Would it kill Ayu to chill out every once in a while? If it doesn't, I'm afraid it'll seriously kill Cosmos. To my relief, it doesn't take me all that long before I'm able to talk to Hifumi like I was hoping. Hifumi winds up visiting me the following night at my small rundown apartment of her own volition. I wasn't expecting any guests, and Hifumi's sudden arrival comes as quite a surprise, though it is, of course, a pleasant one. Hifumi greets me elegantly as per usual and apologizes for stopping by unannounced, an apology I wave aside as being unnecessary. I offer to serve Hifumi some tea. If my mother's taught me anything, it's that offering guests green tea is the only polite thing to do. But Hifumi reversed my offer on me and instead asked if she could prepare the tea for me. I am the one imposing upon you, Hiroki, dear, by visiting you at such advance an hour. This being the case, it would be only fitting for me to prepare the tea. I do not wish for you to go to any extra trouble, not for my sake. Moreover, I enjoy doting upon you. I find it most satisfying. That was what Hifumi said. I wasn't able to stop her, so I instead slept over to the tatami in the kitchen come living room? What? I sat there for a while cross-legged upon the floor while Hifumi worked. Kitchen... Wow, am I reading this correctly, viewers? I sat there for a while cross-legged upon the floor while Hifumi worked. Hifumi, being elegant and dexterous, wasted no motions preparing the tea. She had the pot brewed in only a few minutes, and in 2 cups poured, the cups which she then carried to me on a tray, with more grace and... Is it stance than any waitress? Poise? Pause? Is it poise? I don't know, man. Here you go, dear. Hifumi now says, handing me a cup. Please drink up, but do be careful. It's hot. In fact, Hifumi smiles. Perhaps I ought to blow on her tea for you first, so you don't burn your tongue. I wouldn't want you to scald yourself. Oh, it's alright. You don't need to baby me, really. I know I don't need to, but I would like to. And in any event, I do not regard you as a baby. You are more akin to a husband to me. Any devoted wife would wish to ease their husband's burdens in whatever small manners they are able. Would you not allow me this privilege, dear? Well, I told you, if you're trying to get a wife in this harem right here, I think Hifumi is the #1 go-to-go girl. Or lady, to be exact. If you want that female independency and like dominant and stuff, you go to Marina. She's a little bit more mature on that side. If you want that bossy teenage, well, I wouldn't call it teenage, you know, but like a younger, bossy, a little bit spoiled brat, you go for IU. And if you want for a more innocent, cutesy, e-girl, I guess go for Cosmos. If you want a muscle girl, you'd go for Hazel. I glance away abashed. Hifumi might dress and act in a traditionally Japanese manner, but she's no shy wallflower, that's for sure. She can be quite assertive when she wants, to such a degree it's a little disconcerting. I wonder if that's because she's a succubus. If you really want to, then I won't stop you. Go right ahead. Wonderful, you're too kind, dear. Oh, well, he is Hiroki. But then again, that is precisely the reason why I like you so. Pleased by this victory, minor though it might be, Hifumi blows atop the surface of my green tea. She blows and blows with soft foo-foo sounds until she's satisfied whatever loving wife quota she's desperate to fulfill. This task thus carried out, Hifumi hands the cup back to me. Now you may drink it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure I will. You brewed it after all. I offer Hifumi a smile which makes her laugh. My, you certainly know how to ensnare a woman's heart. I like you a good deal already, dear, but with every moment I spend in your company, I find myself growing more and more enamored. Hifumi and I sit for a few moments in silence, sipping out at her tea while I observe her. Hifumi's dark hair cascades about her slender shoulders like a waterfall, and her face is carefully made up. There's not a single wrinkle in Hifumi's attire, though it's compromised on many parts and looks tedious to put on. Her obi is tied to perfection, and her long sleeves are draped gracefully upon her lap. Hifumi is so enchanting, in fact, she looks quite out of place in my cruddy apartment. I'm actually aware of the stains on the tatami left by this place's previous residents, not by me, and the discoloration of the blinds. Hifumi doesn't belong in a place like this. She's far too good for it. It's crazy, really, that a famous actress like Yamamoto Hifumi wants anything at all to do with me, much less to spend time in my less than luxurious home. I've had several months to grow accustomed to Hifumi's affections, almost a year in fact, but I'm still reading. I swallow down my tea, then look at Hifumi's askance. Assents? So, to what do I owe the pleasure? I suppose there's a reason why you came over so late beyond wanting to brew me tea. Ah, yes, of course. I wanted to partake in viewing your face, which is so very dear to me. But more than that, I thought I owed you an apology. An apology? Yes, indeed. I said many things about you on television last night. Things you might, perhaps, have preferred to keep private. I did not intend before participating in that karate competition to make my feelings towards you known. It was not my intention to boast of our relationship. Truly, it was not. I would hate to put you in an awkward situation, dear, and I would hate to make my sisters jealous too. Ah, so that's what this is all about. I had wondered. I guess that's one mystery solved. It's a good thing Hifumi thought to bring this subject up of her own volition. That saves me the trouble. I wanted to talk to her about it too, and about her intentions. It's just... Sighing, Hifumi dips her head and traces the tip of her index finger about the rim of her teacup. I care for you so much, I find it hard to suppress these feelings of mine. I saw a perfect opportunity to confess to the nation, and I could not help but seize it. I'm not as young as I used to be, you see. Certainly, I'm not so young as Ayu or Cosmos, and now that I'm in a relationship with a man I love, I wish to speak of it. Well, it's pretty cute and heartful. I can no longer continue to keep affairs between us a secret, as though it is something I ought to be ashamed of. I am not ashamed of my feelings for you, not in the slightest, and I wish for the world to know them. Keeping quiet about you has been weighing so heavily upon my heart, I cannot take it. Oh, I see. I survey Hifumi from across the table, impressed at her candor. She's breathing pretty heavily, and her shoulders, just as I, sleepy right now, is breathing pretty heavily. My crash. Wow, my crash, my chest. Haha. Mix some words. My chest, really, my chest feels like it's hard to even expand it. Going back to it, she's breathing pretty heavily and her shoulders are shaking. It's an unusual sight coming from a woman as composed as Hifumi so often is. Her authenticity in her tones rings true and it makes my heart flutter. She really must like me a lot for her feelings to override her common sense. I'm very flattered you feel that way, I reply after a pause, once I've had a moment to gather my errant thoughts. I love you a lot too, Hifumi. Do you truly? Of course. I smile at her. I thought it'd better be, to keep our relationship a secret, it's true, but that's not because I'm ashamed of you. I thought it'd be easier to manage given you're a celebrity. I don't want our face being splashed all over the pages of magazines. Especially not when said magazines would have a field day if they dug a little into my relationships and discerned I'm also going out with Cosmos Moretti, Ikue Ayu, Wakatsuki Marina, and Hazel Williams. But it's too late for regrets now. Oh god. Sorry. Choking my own spit. You've already talked about our relationship on TV. It's not possible to take back what you said, but I don't think I'd want you to. I'm happy to let people know about us. Though, now that I think about it, I have to break this news to my mother too. Now that'll be fun. I wonder how I should even go about it. That's a good question. How does one react to that? Would they be, wow, what the frick, you married a celebrity, a bingo bongo? This is the lottery here, sonny. Or would they be like chill about it? I've not had a serious partner in years and years. I've been too focused on my job and now all of a sudden I have 6 of them and one of them lives in the succubus realm. For starters, I'll probably have to tell my mother what succubi are. Will she even believe me? My situation is so blatantly unbelievable, I'm not sure I fully accept it myself. Well, I guess I'll end this episode right here. No, hold on, we still have a minute to go. Oh, Hiroki, thank you very much. Hifumi exhales, relief, a gentle smile upon her lips. Does that mean that we are officially a couple then? We are. We're technically married. No. We treat each other as like husband and wife, Hifumi? I suppose so, yeah. And will you take me to meet your parents? I would so love to introduce myself to your mother and your father too. Eee! I want to make miso soup for them and help your mother go grocery shopping and give your father back rubs. Getting back rubs from a hot lady? Sign me up. Like, I don't even nobody needs to be naked. Just a back rub, like a massage at the back. For me, my shoulders are killing me right now. That would be amazing. Or just I don't give a crap really. Dude, women, whatever. Give me a professional who can like massage my shoulders and back, man. It's my most ardent wish that they know how dutiful a daughter-in-law I shall be. Yeah, about my folks, and hold that thought, Hiroki, because we're about to be 16 minutes in. I'll be ending this episode right here. Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, comment to support it. If you're not, continue on watching my other videos. See you later, and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!